What if the fear you wake up with, the anxiety that follows you through the day, isn't something you have to fight or fix, but something you can face with calm, clarity, and control? For thousands of years, people have used a forgotten way of thinking to stay steady in the chaos. No gimmicks. No hype. Just timeless tools to regain control of your mind. If you've ever felt trapped in your own head, this could be the shift you've been needing. Fear and anxiety are part of life. You can't avoid them entirely, and that's not the goal. The problem starts when they take over your thoughts, shape your decisions, and rob you of peace. It's easy to feel like a prisoner in your own mind, paralyzed by worst-case scenarios, haunted by what-ifs, and overwhelmed by things outside your control. But what if you could shift your mindset? Not with shallow affirmations or forced positivity, but with something older and sturdier. Something that's helped people handle chaos, loss, and pressure for centuries. That's where Stoic philosophy comes in. Stoicism isn't about pretending to be emotionless. It's not about just getting over it or bottling things up. It's about developing clarity. It's about learning to separate what you can control from what you can't, and focusing your energy accordingly. It's a mindset built on self-discipline, personal responsibility, and calm in the face of stress. And the good news? Anyone can develop it. This isn't about becoming a statue. It's about becoming resilient. Let's explore how Stoic thinking can help you unshackle your mind from anxiety and fear, and start responding to life with a clearer head and a steadier hand. 1. Understanding fear and anxiety. Before diving into solutions, it's worth stepping back to look at what fear and anxiety actually are. Fear is your brain's response to a real or perceived threat. It's often physical and immediate. Your heart races, your muscles tense, and your senses sharpen. That's your body preparing to survive. Anxiety, on the other hand, is often more vague. It's the anticipation of danger rather than the danger itself. Your brain starts to loop through worst-case scenarios. You imagine all the ways things might go wrong. Both have evolutionary value. But in the modern world, our brains often respond to emails and social discomfort as if we're being chased by a lion. The result? Constant tension, fatigue, and stress. So, what does Stoicism say about this? 2. The core of Stoic resilience: control what you can, let go of what you can't. This is the central Stoic idea. Epictetus, a former slave-turned-philosopher, put it plainly. Some things are up to us, and some things are not. This sounds obvious, but think about how often we spend time and energy on things we can't control: other people's opinions, the past, the future, outcomes, traffic, the weather, the job market, politics. Anxiety thrives when we get stuck in this cycle. The Stoics argue that peace comes when you focus only on what's in your hands, your actions, your judgments, your choices. This is a mental filter you can start applying right now. Can you control how your boss reacts? No. But you can control how you prepare for the meeting. Can you control whether you'll get the job? No. But you can control how much effort you put into the interview. Can you control global events? No. But you can control how much you consume news, how you talk to people, and how you vote. The Stoic approach doesn't tell you not to care. It tells you to care wisely. 3. Reframing, a Stoic tool for reducing anxiety. Your thoughts shape your emotions. If you believe a situation is hopeless, painful, or dangerous, your brain responds accordingly. But what if you change the frame? The Stoics practiced something called cognitive reframing. It's about seeing things differently, not through denial, but through choice. Let's say you get rejected from a job you wanted. Your first thought might be, I failed. I'm not good enough. That's one frame. But here's another: that was a useful experience. I learned how to handle tough questions. I can use that for next time. The facts didn't change. Your interpretation did. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, put it like this: the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. He was talking about turning obstacles into opportunities. That doesn't mean ignoring pain or pretending everything's great. It means choosing to respond in a way that strengthens you. This kind of mental training doesn't eliminate anxiety, but it gives you a tool to meet it. 4. Voluntary discomfort, preparing for the storm. Another practical Stoic habit is voluntary discomfort, intentionally doing hard things so that you're ready when life gets rough. Seneca, one of the most famous Stoics, advised practicing poverty, fasting, or sleeping on the floor occasionally. Not because it's fun, but because it teaches you not to fear hardship. Modern version: take a cold shower. Skip a meal, safely. Go a day without checking your phone. Walk instead of driving. Try something that stretches you. The idea isn't to punish yourself, it's to build your tolerance for discomfort. Anxiety often comes from the fear that I won't be able to handle it. Stoic practice helps you prove to yourself that you can. You might be surprised how capable you actually are. 5. Negative visualization, imagining the worst to appreciate the present. This one might seem counterintuitive. Why would you deliberately imagine bad things happening? Because it can actually reduce fear. The Stoics called this premeditatio malorum, premeditation of evils. You picture possible misfortunes ahead of time: losing your job, someone you love getting sick, failing at something important. The goal isn't to dwell on it or spiral. It's to prepare your mind. You get a sense of, okay, that would be painful, but I could survive it. You also start to appreciate what you have more. When you think about the temporary nature of health, relationships, and time, it helps you pay closer attention. To be less distracted. To say the thing you've been putting off. To be grateful now, not later. This exercise puts your fears in context. Most of what we worry about is manageable. And even the serious stuff? You have the inner strength to face it. More than you think. 6. Living according to values, not emotions. Anxiety and fear are reactive. They're about avoiding pain or protecting yourself. Stoicism encourages something else: living by your values. Courage, justice, temperance, wisdom. When you make decisions based on these principles instead of your emotions, you become more grounded. You stop chasing approval or running from discomfort. You do what's right, not what's easy. This isn't about suppressing your feelings. It's about not letting them drive the car. Ask yourself, what would be the wise thing to do right now? What action aligns with my values? What kind of person do I want to be in this moment? That's a Stoic mindset. It makes you calmer, not because you don't feel fear, but because you're not ruled by it. 7. Journaling, build awareness and clarity. Most Stoics wrote regularly. Marcus Aurelius's Meditations was essentially his personal journal. He didn't write for anyone else. He was sorting through his own mind. You can do the same. Journaling helps you slow down. You can spot your anxious thoughts and challenge them. You can reflect on your day and learn from it. You can remind yourself of what you control and how you want to respond. You don't need to write pages. Just ask, what am I anxious about right now? What's in my control here? What can I do next? That small act of reflection creates mental space. It puts you back in the driver's seat. 8. Detachment from outcome, do your part, release the rest. You can do everything right and still not get the result you want. That's just how life works. A Stoic accepts this. You focus on the effort, not the outcome. You prepare the speech, but you don't obsess over applause. You have the hard conversation, but you don't try to control the other person's reaction. You send the application, but you don't hinge your self-worth on getting the job. This mindset frees you from the roller coaster of results. You stop tying your peace of mind to things you can't fully control. It's not apathy. It's clarity. You still care. You still show up. But you stop letting the outcome decide whether it was worth it. 9. Community and example. You're not alone. Stoicism isn't a solo mission. The ancient Stoics emphasized the importance of community and shared values. They believed we're all connected and that part of our duty is to help others. Fear and anxiety can feel isolating. You think you're the only one struggling. But you're not. Talk to people you trust. Share your worries. Ask questions. Be around others who are working on becoming better, more thoughtful, more grounded, more resilient. You'll learn that everyone deals with fear. And you'll start to see that courage isn't about not feeling scared, it's about doing the right thing anyway. Look for examples of resilience around you. Read about people who've overcome hardship. Let their stories remind you what's possible. 10. Practice, not perfection. No one masters Stoicism. It's a lifelong practice. You'll still have anxious days. You'll still get rattled. The goal isn't to become emotionless, it's to become less reactive, more thoughtful, and more in control of your responses. You'll get better the more you practice. Remind yourself what you can control. Pause before reacting. Reframe negative thoughts. Choose actions based on your values. Reflect and adjust. It's not about getting it right every time. It's about showing up, again and again. That's resilience. In conclusion, Stoic philosophy doesn't remove fear and anxiety from life. But it does offer a way to face them. With clarity. With strength. With less panic and more purpose. You can't control everything. You can't predict the future. But you can choose how you meet it. That's the heart of Stoic resilience, not avoiding pain, but learning to carry it without being crushed. Not waiting for calm, but building it inside yourself. You already have what it takes. Stoicism just helps you find it. So the next time fear creeps in, remember, you're not powerless. You're not stuck. You have a choice. You always have a choice. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this.